There's great pressure on the coach, Thomas Tuchel, and his players to deliver. Stuart Robson is with me. One thing, Stuart, we should mention right at the start, by an extraordinary coincidence, today is the 50th anniversary of the founding of the club from the French capital, to the very day.
What a day it would be for them to get through to that semi-final. A side that I think are under pressure in this game. Tuchel's under pressure. Di Maria, of course, no Verratti. But they've got some outstanding players. Like Icardi, Neymar, Marquinhos, Thiago Silva. Still a very good lineup for PSG. And they must just start as favourites.
Well, Atalanta have had the greater match practice. 13 Serie A games between June the 21st and August the 1st. Paris Saint-Germain had just 2 domestic cup finals in July. Their last Ligue 1 game was in February. But you could look at it another way. The players in Italy found the restart very tough going with so many games in such a short space of time. The French club may have an advantage in terms of freshness. UEFA sending out a very appropriate message of thanks to every country in the world that's been stricken by this pandemic. And of course, in Italy, the epicenter really has been Bergamo, the home of Atalanta. It's been an amazing tribute, if you like, to the population of the city, what this team has done already in Serie A and what they're continuing to do in Europe. Whatever happens over the next 4 evenings, 3 of the 4 semi-finalists will be clubs which have not won this famous trophy, including, of course, Atalanta in that category. They have to make a change in goal. Marcos Portiello did play in the last Champions League game in Valencia, stands in for the injured first choice Golini. They are free-wheeling and free-scoring, both wing-backs. Hateboer and Gosens have netted in this competition this season, but they are missing the hero of the last round, Josip Ilicic, whose absence for personal reasons is seen as a symbol of the huge stress in the city of Bergamo, the centre of the pandemic in Italy. A set of officials, predominantly from England, led by Anthony Taylor, who was in charge of PSG's last game in the competition at home to Dortmund. Then he showed a yellow card to Angel Di Maria, who'd already been substituted in the game, but got involved from the bench, and is now banned this evening. So, Di Maria suspended, Verratti injured, and Mbappe after an ankle problem only a substitute, putting extra onus, it seems, on Neymar. But those 4 have only started 1 Champions League game together this season, and it was the game that Paris lost, the first leg of the round of 16 in Dortmund. Since those ties, both Edinson Cavani and Thomas Meunier have left the club, and Thiago Silva will also depart once this Champions League campaign is over. Top-class football goes ahead. We're all very grateful for that, but we must never forget the bigger picture. Here's the first competitive game between these two clubs. Quite an occasion for it. Players from all over the world. Not too many Italians or Frenchmen involved. Plenty of South Americans. Atalanta to kick off. Been quite a journey, quite a story for them. Relatively inexperienced in any European competition. This is their first journey into the Champions League, and the journey it's turned out to be. Paris Saint-Germain, incidentally, never won a game against Italian opposition in the Champions League. Thiago Silva won't want this to be his last night in the club's colours. Piero Gasperini is coach. You'd love to spend an hour or two with Stuart, wouldn't you? His philosophy, his tactical approach has turned Atalanta into a super competitive team, a super team, really, full stop.
They are a very good team, but they play extraordinary football. They rotate their positions all over the field. Don't be surprised if you see the wide centre halves get bored at times.
Okay, getting involved just in the whole. Here he is again. It's a big night for him personally, as well as for his club. Just a lot of the recent Champions League encounters with his time in French football. Of course, he won the Champions League with Barcelona. Here's Bernat. His goal in the end, and confirmed Thomas Tuchel's team into this quarter-final. It was quite a step, not just for him personally, but for the club generally, after 3 years in a row going out in the round of 16. They expect more. They have the ownership and the resources that expect more. Domestic football is a bit of a breeze for them. They treble again. Atalanta finishing third for the second season in a row in Serie A, scoring 98 goals in the process. Most by any club in the top division in Italy. They're looking to get one here. Quarter-final of the Champions League with Gomez, who often creates, this time looking to score.
And he runs off the back of Marquinhos far too easily there. That's what we're talking about. He's not just a centre forward who scores goals. He's somebody with his will get turned, will find the right pass, bring others into play. Big chance for Gomez.
Well, they can be caught at the back, and Neymar has gone all the way through and he's put it wide. He left Atalanta in his wake. And Kylian Mbappe shares the sense of disbelief.
When he comes in off that left-hand side, plays a lovely little 1-2 with Icardi. Caldara's trying to get back, he hasn't got the pace. Good job he didn't pull him down there. He had a little tug on his shirt at one point. Neymar just tries to open up his body, but he gets it horribly right at the end of him. There's the problem for Atalanta. They go man for man at the back, 3 versus 3. If that one gets beaten, there's not a lot of cover.
Right man, right situation, long finish. Played by Marquinhos.
Interesting thing, he's going to play out to the right-hand side now. He started the game through the middle. So now he's started on this left-hand side.
All the portents really suggest an open game. Gomez. Now by Thiago Silva. Bernat playing his part. There's now Kembe, but it's Neymar everyone's thinking about at the moment, and he's still thinking, I'm sure, professional though he is, that one that got away so early on.
Usually when players with those positions actually turn if they put it on the half turns, and they can choose which corner to play, but he actually ran straight at the goalkeeper, was front on, that's why he miskicked it in the end.
Challenge on Ashilic, scoring midfield player. Do they get goals from all over their line up to Atalanta? Yeah, scored a couple in the round of 16. Going back to Burke. Zapata shot off by the for Presnel Kimpembe. The eve of his 25th birthday. He's one of the younger players involved. There's a lot of more senior citizens on both sides.
That's looking to play it into the front. They're trying to open that channel so they can play it into Icardi or Neymar. So 3 times they've done it now, straight to the keeper.
Bernat. Kembe again, who was very much before when they went down to the Champions League last season. He scored a goal at Old Trafford. So PSG were going to sort out Manchester United, and then was debited with a handball with a penalty that actually led to the exit of the club from Paris. With Manchester United then, with PSG now is Ander Herrera. Get across and make an interception here. Zapata trying to get away. He served the club very well, but coming to an end. Thiago Silva, 35 now.
The chance for that man. It looks like he's playing through the middle. Wins the ball there. Icardi actually played it to him. It's too cheated that played it to him. It gets away from Caldara. It's a poor finish. He's got an arm on his shoulder. That should put him off, but he gets front on instead of getting himself sideways on. So he can pass it into either corner. He can't believe he's missed it.
That's another of the injuries, of course, for PSG. That's Tuchel. It'll be mental pain rather than physical pain to get that miss. Ashilic.
It's an example of the Romans gone into the third centre-half position. Torino's further up the field. He made a really good run. The ball wasn't played to him.
Any of them, whoever plays, they've got the pace to deal with that thrust Neymar produced. And though it didn't lead to a goal, it might lead to greater optimism. They were challenged by Bernat. It's a really open field, you feel. It's the famous prize in European club competition. It's a chance of having a new name etched on it at the end of August the 23rd, when the final is scheduled, and also the Ligue 1 starts again in France. So I guess you'll be hoping that they're still here and not back home. The same goes for Lyon, who are also still in the competition.
No doubt about it. PSG are trying to go long, they're trying to get Atalanta to press them high up the field, and then they go long into it, front three, up against 3 defenders. It's worked for them so far.
It is a great shame. We don't have to delve too deeply into the reasons that Ilicic scored all 4 goals in the second leg against Valencia. It's not available for Atalanta here. And Herrera. He's got a game in midfield. PSG. Injured with a calf problem. Paradise, who might have been in the two expert starting 11, the substitutes. Huge collection, a dozen on each bench, who could be used in regulation time in the sense that we go to extra time and penalties, of course, much on the agenda. A one-off game. So these quarterfinals are. It'll be interesting to see what the verdict is at the end of this little mini tournament. There are some lessons for the future of competition structure, this level of the game. Bright opening 10 minutes with one gilt-edged chance made squandered by Neymar. Soldier for a long time has been a Chelsea player, but never playing for Chelsea. Now fed that particular nest. Gomez's ball. A great run from Atalanta, and Naves called into action. And that's really typical Atalanta play.
Well, typical. Naves Gomez with the pass, he picked up the ball, ended a bit deeper. Atalanta makes the run. That's always going to be in danger for PSG. Atalanta was good in the air up against Bernat, didn't quite get his position right there. He's heading that across the keeper.
Taken by Gomez. It's a decent one again towards the far post. The centre-back Caldara was coming in. Okay, Naves got something to complain about.
It's a decent save in the end. He actually heads it down too far. Just gets that left hand to it. What a pass it was from Papu Gomez. That's why you can't give him time on the ball. Somebody's got to go and shut him down quickly.
Hunter going towards the near post. It's over him. Thiago Silva gets a good head onto it. Again, Naves has to save. Was from Tolowek, but the flag was up. Caldara in the mix again.
Made no mistake about it, but it was offside or not offside. That was a great save from Naves. He cleared the first ball, it's headed back into the danger area. And there you can see he's just offside, Caldara. He actually does well to get enough power in the header. What a good save it was from Naves.
The goalkeeper from Costa Rica, from Real Madrid. Players have experienced in big games like this and closed doors, but it's finely tuned for this fixture stands for. Atalanta. Left back. He's got that ability to take people on with a bit of skill, but a lot of power as well. Robin Gosens, born in Germany, of Dutch origin.
There it was, who just stepped across him there as he was driving into the box. So had to have gone wide to leave that space open through the middle.
Well, they've survived the Neymar chance and they're coming strong themselves now. Club from Bergamo. Papu Gomez trotting. This set piece might mean it's another one that gives a sight of goal too. And they've got players up from the back who will really commit themselves in these situations.
It's a decent delivery. Kimshiti, the player that put his head on it eventually. They're wonderful football, but they're also good at set plays.
It's been a good response, looking so vulnerable early on. only survivor in the last 8 this season's Champions League. Good spread, 2 from Spain, 2 from Germany, 2 from France, 1 each from England and Italy. Maybe a change of pace from Neymar again, and great footwork too, on to Ander Herrera. Waiting in the middle. Cross from Icardi wasn't the most threatening.
That was Neymar at his best. Wriggled away from a couple of challenges. That bit of pace, then made the right decision to switch it out to the right-hand side.
Icardi has scored plenty of goals against Atalanta in Italy. Thiago Silva. Pepe. Marquinhos. They've got a game at the back. A lot of thought as to Paris Saint-Germain would go about this tactically. They would match up with a similar formation to Atalanta's with 3 central defenders. High press from Atalanta here. One of the problems for Paris Saint-Germain, Serbia, is knocked over. Of course, the lack of competition in their own country. They're so used to getting through games without really being put to the ultimate test. When the really big games come around, just perhaps not attuned to it like countries with more competition at the end of the league table. Maybe applies to Bayern Munich, who've won their last 18 games in all competitions. Now to face Barcelona.
Not a particularly good one for him. Navas, he's just got to drop that into Icardi rather than go aerially. So much space being because Atalanta were trying to press high up the field. That ball into the front is on all the time from the goalkeeper.
Tried Shep. Flick it on towards Gomez. To bring it in that time. Neymar. Rabia. He's got a corner and realises he hasn't.
There is a player with a lot of energy and pace. The boy got back really well.
Understated player Pablo Sarabia. Call him the normal one. Don't know what that says for the others, but very modest, very capable. Benat. Well, pushing A to get there first. Gomez. Sure it was right as intended. Up by Freuler. It's on the ball again here. Down. Small dropping deep to about those in the back. It's amazing. Papu Gomez does find space. Walks the whole width of the pitch. They're away again. Neymar's away again. We go all the way this time. He goes, well, maybe that's a reflection of missing the first one. Then it was neither one thing or the other. The suggestion is he was looking for Icardi.
Brilliant play for him to start with, though. He knows he's 1v1 against the player that's much slower. Just plays it back. Caldara gets too tight. Plays the 1-2 Brett, and he's hoping that Icardi makes the run into the 6-yard box. He's going to go for goal himself now. What an opportunity again.
Marquinhos, touch. Pass from Herrera. Taylor doesn't give free kick that PSG were looking for. Here's Dorot. From Freud. Yeah, get into the game. Gomez. Interesting little story about Stuart that looked at how referees find space around the pitch. Just dropping off and keeping out of the way, really, and he keeps out of the way of those trying to defend against him. It's an extraordinary gift, really.
Well, they thought they should have had a free kick. Ball going into Sarabia. It's lucky that he doesn't get a whistle blown for that one.
Slightly surprised that the referee who refereed the last PSG game should referee this one. It's been a long time, of course, since that happened, and a certain number of officials come into this bubble that's been created here. Gomez again, and then another ball. This might be thinking in front of him. Some defensive headers. Real breaks from Neymar. With more sustained pressure from Atalanta. A lot of it governed by the creativity of their skipper, Gomez. It's almost as if the two number 10s are absolutely representing what their respective clubs are trying to achieve here. It's a proper number. It's not like the two number 88s. It's Sarabia, nice turn.
Why did you want to the position? Absolutely right there.
By Lucero, who's the youngest player at 23 in this quarter-final. Of course, Mbappe, that's the earlier news, did train here last night. He's amongst the PSG substitutes. Thomas Tuchel said, "You think we'll finish the game with Mbappe on the pitch?" They can finish off Atalanta before that's necessary. We'll have to find out by the persons there. It's a young steering trial at Borussia Dortmund. He said it was a complete fiasco, nowhere near the standard required. He has later the kind of form that put him into Serie A and into Champions League quarter-final.
Now Caldara, centre half, has come all the way out with Neymar into that midfield area. The players filling for him. Mismatch in terms of pace, that's for sure. But he's gone past Caldara far too easily on two occasions.
Chris again. Juan Bernat. Committed themselves, goes for his day. He wasn't going to get there before. Kena gets the cross in. Dara back. Headed away. Again. Kimpembe. Bernat tucked in the inside right position to score that crucial goal against Dortmund. Here's Neymar. And well to get the cross in. Good numbers. Atalanta on the edge of their 6-yard box. Neymar looking the part, looking that he's brought his A game here to Portugal.
Once again, he goes past Caldara far too easily. Think about changing this, Gasparini. Tonali is a better 1v1 defender than Caldara. To swap those two over at some point.
They do go man for man all over the pitch, Atalanta. Just wonder where Neymar's been deployed. It's rather caught out Gasperini.
Obviously, he'd be playing on the left-hand side. I'm sure that's what Gasperini thought. It would be Tolle up against him, but he's gone through the middle. Caldara's been pulled into areas he doesn't really want to be pulled into. The energy in the midfield. Idris again.
Thriller.
Everyone was stopping for a free kick. The referee said, well, he's still got the ball.
PSG. Kimpembe. We have to the 25-minute mark. It's intriguing as we all hoped it would be. No one's made a potentially decisive blow as yet. Quite a story for Atalanta in the sense, obviously their first campaign in the Champions League, but they lost their first 3 group games and only got a point in the 4th, and then they still managed to qualify. Found the way to win at this level. 4 goals, both home and away. It's Valencia in the round of 16. Right. It's Tolle. Zapata. Put away by Pasalic. First goal in the first quarter-final goes Atalanta's way. And this magical ride in continental competition might just continue here for the Italian club.
Well, both wide centre-halves were involved at some point. Tolle made a run forward. He's the furthest forward when the ball's actually put into the net. Zapata just brings that run down. It ball's lovely. Oh, Pasalic does everything right. Bends it with the inside of that left foot. Nothing that Navas can do about that. Both wide centre-halves, as they do for Atalanta, have got forward and made that numerical advantage in a really dangerous area. And what a good finish it was from Pasalic.
What a replica it was of Ilicic, who scored in Valencia in a very similar position. He'll be delighted wherever he's watching as Tolle has to come back and defend. They do score goals, aside from Bergamo, and they scored one here. It's probably time for me to remind you that PSG have scored in 32 consecutive Champions League games. They need to make that 33. Juan Bernat. Neymar leaves Pasalic. Absolutely dismissed it. Almost a fraction away from scoring an outstanding equaliser. He knows what's expected of him tonight. And bar the final flourish he's delivering.
Well, he looks to be on fire tonight, doesn't he? In past Pasalic so easily. He went inside Caldara. Nutmeg here as well. 2 square on. Pasalic, he opened up the goal for himself. See exactly what he's trying to do. Wrap his foot round it to beat the goalkeeper at his near post. They thought it was going in.
Yes, he basically said au revoir to Pasalic. Atalanta throw. Atalanta lead. So Pasalic has been through the ecstasy of scoring, the embarrassment of being nutmegged, and now it's a bang in the back.
He didn't really want to head that. The goalkeeper was aiming for Atibor out on the right hand side. Didn't quite make the right connection. So wants to go up against Bernat in the air.
Well, the gauntlet's been well and truly thrown down by Atalanta to PSG. So far, club's 50th birthday not quite going to plan. Let's lit the candles on the cake yet. Neymar, so he might have the matches. Pasalic. Gomez. Attabur. This goes again. Managed by Bernat. Brought out by Marquinhos. And to get it to feet. That's one way to stop him. 3 players on him. Attabur. It's just onside, I think. Pato Gomez. Cross. A bit of defending, and it was well done by Kerr. Free kick to French club.
He's playing well at the moment now. Yes, the 2 finishes weren't good, but he's getting hold of the ball. He just has a little elbow out. Throws his arm in the end at Caldara. He needs more support from the other 2 players up front. Cardi hardly seen anything of. Sarabia has given possession away a couple of times.
Well, Neymar does have a little bit of a reputation that referees try to avoid being fooled by him. I think that's the best way to describe it. But, he's playing well. He probably feels he might have got a little bit more protection. That last incident where they came at him from both sides and from behind as well.
It's the long ball forward again. He's got to get hold of it. He doesn't do so. It's actually Sarabia that goes for that one.
And you mentioned Icardi not having any touches, but the truth is, he often only needs 1 touch or 2 touches in the game to be the decisive factor. He's really made a career out of almost being anonymous and then getting bundles of goals. Gosens. Freuler. Thoreau. Goes for Pasalic. Tabor, Pasalic again. Tabor again. They look like the teams to work on the shape of their attacking play. Often it's just left off the cuff. The coaches go and do your stuff. Probably Neymar told get on the ball in the attacking third and do what you can do, but they create patterns in attack.
Exactly what I was going to say. Patterns of play down either side. One player that's got the freedom to express himself and go and make things happen is Pato Gomez. Ilicic, likewise, when he's playing. The rest of the players know what their jobs are. They know when to break forward. They know when to drop in the players that have changed their position. He does a lot of that. Nothing their own in midfield. Magnificent passing. He's not a great athlete. He does the job. Great football brain.
Riccardi. There on that far side. Gosens. Gomez and Zapata. So he doesn't look his age, Thiago Silva. Still in very good shape. Always been in the best defensive shape as a team, PSG. A typical Atalanta goal. By Zapata. Back to Tabor. With that little bit blind. Here comes the counter-attack, and this is where PSG have looked dangerous. Sarabia. Neymar, Sarabia again. Icardi coming in. Come back. He was protecting the ball as he was knocked over. Just again.
It's poor play initially by Sarabia. The cutback wasn't good enough. A really good position. Now Atalanta is really struggling pace-wise. He's running past him. Problem for Atalanta at the moment defensively.
Luis Palomino has been in the team quite often, but he's not 100% fit. He's amongst the substitutes, but a potential for that back three. And there, I think, has really been stretched by injuries over the last couple of years. Might have lost a little bit of his athleticism. It's very well done for coming back. Still only 26. Local boy from Bergamo. Anyway, it's Neymar, the boy from Brazil. 10 minutes left in the first half. Neymar's free kick, well anticipated by the backup goalkeeper, Sportiello. Bothered and bewildered by this in the end.
It goes over Zapata. It's a nice comfortable save for in the end. On a loop from Neymar.
It's a fair reflection, I think, on balance of play. First 35 minutes. I think it might have been Neymar had taken the chance in those opening minutes. By Marquinhos. Neymar seems to have everything that's looking very promising for Paris Saint-Germain. Taylor has got the card out here. For Chinchiti.
Easily could win the ball there. They do dive in the three centre halves. Worried about their pace. Three can nick it here. Still a challenge in the end. He saw it coming, just nicks the ball away from him. Ball stepped on.
They look dangerous aerially. The other penalty area at Atalanta, they're going to use that heading ability to cope with what Neymar can deliver here. Delivers it well, it's not dealt with. Sarabia to spot it up, turn it back, they couldn't claim again. Sportiello.
Initial free kick, it's not defended particularly well. Ronaldo misses it. Shilic is really coming close, the ball down Hatibon. The player that gets closest to it's not a good cross in the end. Easy for the goalkeeper, Sportiello.
Sportiello. The best back pass, to be fair. Neymar about. You don't want to be trying to out-trick him. Trying to get it away. Again, a good indication of Neymar's total commitment to the cause and his total fitness, which is more in doubt than commitment. So Thomas Tuchel said about getting a Mbappe on at the end. Could be on the field at the end. I think it's going to come through in these circumstances. So for the second half, but we trained last night, still well ahead of schedule to be involved in a game like this. Virtually been ruled out.
It's Gasparini now. He's saying to my front players, don't go and press the ball quite to the high lip. Now let's play it to the centre halves. Press too high, he's going to go over the top of you. And every time they have been in possession, back players, they haven't got that comfortable. Go long again.
It's taken down well by Icardi. Herrera. Never really looking at forward pass results. Dortmund's distribution. Good touch. It worked in the sense that Neymar, if he does bring it down, he's got the ability that any bigger Like clumsy as central strikers have got to just take it on the turn and get away.
They haven't quite got that right, Atalanta. They're pressing high up the field. The two midfield players are going again. And it's playing into PSG's hands, but they just want to chip that ball into Neymar up against Caldara.
Neymar again. He's squeezing it forward. Thiago Silva looking. Cardi couldn't get there first. Zapata. Tembe. PSG clear their way out, but into traffic. Good pressing collectively. They really feel Atalanta, it's the way they play, but they really feel tonight they can still do it, go in there, create a traffic jam really, win the ball. Okay. Neymar. There's no flag, that's not necessarily the end of the story. Sarabia's away. And it just looked as though it was going to be one of those Icardi touches. It would be 1-1, but it didn't materialise.
Well, there's the problem for Atalanta, because the marking man-to-man and a couple of the front players went deep and the centre-halves went with, and the player that was chasing back against Sarabia there was Pasalic. He's never going to make it. He's gone from almost playing off the centre-forward to have to go back and defend in the right-back situation. It's a clever play from Papu Gomez. Again, looking for the right ball. But he lets it go at the end.
Nobody else can keep up with the play from PSG's point of view to have a tap-in coming down the opposite flank.
He might have done.
Yes. That's a risky one from Hatipur. It's a very risky one. Missed it again. Hatipur's able to go. It's my mistake. Neymar's got everything right in this game except his finishing.
It's a great ball played out to Hatipur, but he makes a real mess of it. He's trying to find his centre half. So the way when he was trying to find his goal, but he got it wrong. He's trying to use the inside of his foot there and just go with his laces.
Well, in every other respect, he's been the outstanding player in the first half. Atalanta surely can't keep allowing Neymar those one-on-one chances. One was he was trying to find his goalkeeper Hatipur, but nowhere near him. Neymar was alive as he has been to every situation except that final act of putting the ball between the posts. The hardest thing in football, they say. It certainly looked hard for one of the world's great talents tonight.
There looked to be a big open space at that near post as Sportiello was trying to get back. Sportiello.
Down by Pasalic. Marquinhos. And foul referee was close. Papu Gomez was almost in. That's going to be a free kick against Theron. He might be trying the referee's patience. And when Neymar goes down, he perhaps will feel that he doesn't get help from the referees. It's a fist across. It's just actually behind those who are moving in to attack it.
Needs to be whipped along that 6-yard box. Cardiff made a good run.
I think he'll be coming on.
Creating opportunities. Not been too worried so far. It's inside a 1-0 down, but since the goal, been the better team, PSG. Starting to find a bit more space in midfield. They're finding space in the front areas. Know how to get in behind Atalanta now.
No, it's been a good response to going 1-0 down. Neymar. Stopped in his tracks. He's waiting for the whistle. Seaching look, the English referee. extraordinary mix. Actually, everything he's done outside the highlights putting the ball, and that has been absolutely 10 out of 10. Top draw. The other end where it's really mattered has failed so far. Half-time approaching. Neymar takes the free kick. Launching himself was Marquinhos.
He's not the biggest, as they said, the back he's playing as the holding midfield player. Has been for quite some while now, but he's good in the air. Great spring, Marquinhos. A bit of time in Italy with Roma.
Sarabia getting the chance really through the suspension of Di Maria, who is here, obviously, with the hope of playing in a semi-final. Verratti will be right for that. He's here as well. No problem. Zapata, by Thiago Silva, there by Marquinhos with that accident in the air that Stuart mentioned. Infringement, really. The card goes out to Freuler. Be careful, Atalanta on the disciplined side of things. All the cards have now been wiped away from the records after the round of 16, which makes Di Maria's absence really unprofessional to be involved in the episode that saw Emre Can getting sent off. Second already come off the field. Anthony Taylor was the referee there. It's not the quickest journey down the tunnel to deliver a half-time team talk when you're 1-0 down in a Champions League quarter-final for Gasperini, and particularly for Pasalic. It's going very much according to plan, but there's been so much from Neymar that you do feel this story is not yet half told really, but we've reached half-time with Atalanta leading by that Pasalic goal 2-0 against Paris Saint-Germain.
This match is brought to you by Nissan, UEFA Champions League sponsor.
बियर्ड स्टाइलिंग आसान होती अगर ज्यादा हाथ होते, पर ये पॉसिबल कहाँ? इसीलिए फिलिप्स वन ब्लेड. It's a revolution. One blade styles, trims, shaves. Join the one blade revolution. New Philips One Blade. There's always a way to make life better. Innovation and you, Philips.
इंडिया में बेस्ट फ्रेंड कड़की और मिलकी 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 मुंडी हमारी है हिलती डुलती और मिलकी 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 फुलों ने गॉसिप इनकी उनकी और मिलकी 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 और चाय कॉफी ओनली ओनली मिलकी 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 मिलकी.
इंडिया को चाय कॉफी तो मिल्की ही पसंद है, इसीलिए अमूल का अमूल्या, जिसमें है कम शक्कर ज्यादा दूध.
पल में नया स्वाद जगाए अमूल्या.
Where there is life, there is hope, there is meaning.
But life has its downs as much as its ups. Life is about challenges. Life is about opportunities. Time for joy, time for celebration, and time to introspect. Thankfully, in every one of life's moments, and even beyond life itself, there's LIC. Where there's life, there's always LIC. जिंदगी के साथ भी, जिंदगी के बाद भी.
आजकल बच्चा होना क्या आसान है? दिन भर स्कूल, फिर ड्राइंग क्लास, फिर गिटार क्लास और फिर कराटे. उफ, छुट्टी मिले तो पापा के फोन पे रेसिंग गेम्स, शाम हुई तो होमवर्क में डूबे रहना. बच्चे तो बच्चे ही नहीं रहे. बचपन बचाओ, अपने बच्चों को दो अमूल प्रो, जिसमें है वे प्रोटीन जो बच्चों को दी शक्ति बचपन जीने की. अमूल प्रो, सेहत की नींव.
Gimbal stabilization with X50 series. Photography redefined. Vivo.
अगर इंडिया के किसी भी घर में आज कोई सब्जी लजीज है, अगर आज किसी रसोई में कोई खाना मामूली से बन गया अमीर है, मान लो उसमें अमूल मलाई पनीर है. खाना स्वादिष्ट तो अमूल मलाई पनीर in the dish.
3 years of freedom and adventure. 3 years of memories that will stay with us forever. 3 years of inspiring people to go out and find their own way. 3 years of a brotherhood that's growing every day. 3 years of an absolutely amazing journey. But it's only been 3 years. Here's to many more years of living the Jeep life. Here's to living the Jeep life with you. Introducing the 3rd anniversary limited edition Jeep Compass Night Eagle.
We label this as David versus Goliath. What a great game so far. And at the moment, Atalanta, courtesy of Perisic, has the lead 1-0 against PSG. What a game so far. Mark Seagraves joining me with Ashley Westwood. Gentlemen, let's get straight into it. Mark, your thoughts on the first 45.
I think it's been an unbelievably good performance by Atalanta. Has been some really good football, and I think they deserve to be 1-0 up.
Ash, for you?
Yeah, I just think, you have to look at the way Atalanta sets up. They're pressing really high. They're making it hard for PSG to play out. Yes, they've got a good goal, which we knew that Atalanta would score. But I just think there's still some warning signs there from, Neymar's been dangerous, although he's not had the final touch. And it's them transition moments. When Atalanta attack, PSG turn the ball over. If they get it quick and they get it to Neymar, they've looked dangerous, and he's got in on 2 or 3 occasions. And just give Atalanta that little bit of a reminder.
Mark, he's feeling it. Neymar is certainly in it. He's up for it.
Oh yeah, it looks like it. He's had a great opportunity where you would have thought that he goes through. You'd expect him to put that away. But not only that, the whole 45 minutes, he's looked hungry. He's looked to get at the defenders, and as Ashley said, it might only be a matter of time before the likes of a Neymar gets on the score sheet.
Something's got to give, Ash. You get the feeling, especially when Neymar's on the ball all the time.
Yeah, it just seems to me that he's probably lacked a little bit of game practice. Final ball, whether it's the final pass, whether it's the final finish, he's not so bad. But you see him there, his individual quality, the way he puts him up there, obviously makes him at ease, and that is a sublime skill. And his acceleration to get away from him, and then he draws 2 or 3 players with him, and he just pulls that shot wide, where on another occasion he could have more game time. He may have survived it. This one I think he should have gone first time. For me, that was a left foot. It could have been a left foot first time goal. The goalkeeper was off his line, but he chose to have a touch. He took it too wide, and he didn't have that final.
From Atlanta's point of view, Mark, this is what Atlanta is all about, creating patterns offensively. Such a treat on the eyes.
Yeah, they've done really well, and we said before the show that the wing backs are going to come into the game, and as we see there, good chance here. So yeah, they've really taken the game to PSG, and over the course of the game, I think there's not been that much in possession between both of the teams, but they've looked really, really dangerous, Atalanta.
Ash, fullbacks galore. Just very quickly, your words on them.
Yeah, we know it's in the pre-show that Atlanta get forward with their wing-backs and it's Hatterbo that got a chance, and that was no surprise to us, and unlucky for him, he didn't finish it.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much for that. The second half is on its way. Atalanta are just 45 minutes away from reaching the semi-final. Will they go all the way, or will the wounded and will PSG make a comeback? The second half is on its way.
खाना इन अ पैकेट सेफ्टी का जैकेट खाना इन अ पैकेट आज इंडिया अपना सारा खाना सब पैकेट्स में खरीदता है लेकिन दूध अभी खुला खुले दूध में मिलावट धूल मिट्टी के साथ बीमार पड़ने का भी चांस होता है इसीलिए क्वालिटी टेस्टेड साफ सुरक्षित पैकेट वाला है इंडिया
3 years of freedom and adventure. 3 years of memories that will stay with us forever. 3 years of inspiring people to go out and find their own way. 3 years of a brotherhood that's growing every day. 3 years of an absolutely amazing journey. But it's only been 3 years. Here's to many more years of living the Jeep life. Here's to living the Jeep life with you. Introducing the 3rd anniversary limited edition Jeep Compass Night Eagle.
खा ले बेटा, अच्छी लगी?
बेकार। अंकल ये क्या है?
आलू पराठा।
अरे इसमें तो बटर ही नहीं है।
डाला है जी।
मैं मम्मी वाली बात नहीं है।
मैम, वही पीले वाला असली बटर जैसा।
हर पीली चीज बटर नहीं होती है। अटर पटर सब्स्टिट्यूट डाल दिया और बटर कहते हो? दूध मलाई होती है और अटर पटर में
अटर पटर होता है अंकल।
जिसमें दूध मलाई नहीं वो बटर नहीं, अमूल बटर असली बटर। आप भी पूछिए
अटर पटर है कि असली अमूल बटर है?
9 to 5 job, अरे 5 to 9 job, भाग दौड़ all the time job, the roaming वाला job, the deadline वाला job, और are you living in the market वाला job?
जिंदगी में मौके ही मौके हैं। अपनी मर्जी से जॉब चुनिए, अपनी इच्छा अनुसार कमाइए, बन जाइए LIC एजेंट। ये है जॉब से बढ़कर, ये है करियर इंश्योरेंस। अपना बॉस खुद बनिए, बन जाइए LIC एजेंट। अब लाइफ सेट है।
सरप्राइज तैयार है, शेफ जो हाजिर है। Fruit salad for you and desserts too, 'cause I love you. Hey, Toti, almond fresh cream.
Only if you care. So
with X50 series. Photography redefined. Vivo.
तू ना बहुत हार्ड है। हाँ, तू ना बहुत हार्ड। तू बहुत टोस्टी है। जाना पका मत। थोड़ा टेस्टी बन जा। ये ले। अरे क्या करिए? अरे टोस्ट का बेस्ट मेड, अमूल मिठाई मेड, makes anything delicious.
9 to 5 job, अरे 5 to 9 job, भाग दौड़ all the time job. The roaming वाला job, the deadline वाला job, और are you living in the market वाला job?
जिंदगी में मौके ही मौके हैं। अपनी मर्जी से जॉब चुनिए और अपनी इच्छा अनुसार कमाइए, बन जाइए LIC एजेंट। ये है जॉब से बढ़कर, ये है करियर इंश्योरेंस। अपना बॉस खुद बनिए, बन जाइए LIC एजेंट। अब लाइफ सेट है।
आपका टॉवल ले रहा हूँ। ये टॉवल नहीं है और वो आइसक्रीम नहीं है।
जिसमें वेजिटेबल ऑयल होता है वो आइसक्रीम नहीं, फ्रोजन डिजर्ट होता है। अमूल आइसक्रीम रियल आइसक्रीम है जो है 100% मिल्क बेस्ड। आइसक्रीम वर्ड के लिए पहले पैक चेक करें। अमूल आइसक्रीम।
बियर्ड स्टाइलिंग आसान होती अगर ज्यादा हाथ होते, पर ये पॉसिबल कहाँ? इसीलिए फिलिप्स वन ब्लेड। It's a revolution. One blade styles, trims, shapes. Join the one blade revolution. New Philips one blade. There's always a way to make life better. Innovation and you, Philips.
Watch WWE Superstars in action, WWE SmackDown, every Saturday live at 5:30 a.m. and repeats at 9 a.m. and 12:30 p.m. on Sony 10.1
और हिंदी में देखिए Sony 10 बार।
This match is brought to you by Heineken, UEFA Champions League sponsors.
Welcome back to Lisbon. Atalanta leading the first of these 4 consecutive Champions League quarterfinals on 4 consecutive evenings. The Portuguese capital restructuring the competition because of the pandemic. It's been an engrossing first half. Atalanta have been out, Stuart, for a little while for the second half. Just wondering as we await one by one the stragglers from the PSG dressing room. Have we seen Neymar? Well, we finally see him now. He, arguably the best player in the first half until it came to finishing, where he let Atalanta off the hook 3 real occasions. 1 goal scored against his team. Pasalic, this living dream for Atalanta. He's seeing Kylian Mbappe up on his feet. Yet, being signalled as an entrant, how long he's got. Bearing in mind this could go to extra time as well. It's obviously we've all been waiting for Neymar. PSG are waiting for Neymar to round off his performance by getting a goal or creating a goal and back into the contest. They invariably do score to Atalanta, and they have scored. Here is Neymar, quickly down to business. Bernat. Okay, goalkeeper, his ball. Sportiello made a couple of useful saves in the first half. The standing goalkeeper, remember, first choice Bellini injured. Periods in the first half when PSG looked very capable of putting themselves back into the game. Remember, in terms of the ownership of the respective clubs, they are under much more pressure than Atalanta.
Just got in that last 20 minutes of the first half, PSG were getting on top of Atalanta. Three was struggling to contain, particularly Neymar. The other two, but there's midfield runners going as well. Gomez usually runs the game. to do that so far.
Here's Ander push your way forward. Again, it doesn't drop straight. Colston's got to it. Here it is. Battle Gomez is clever back heel to Ashilic. Colston's figure. Zapata. A thoughtful player as well. Daron likes to shoot from distance. The deflection leads to an early second half corner for the Italian club.
Just well read. Daron, first touch just to take it past the challenge. Rivera is actually second touch that takes him beyond. And the Herrera, he just comes out and gets the blocking.
Trusty captain takes the corner. There'll be another corner. Kuchiki, who went in at the near post.
What the? Shit.